Hi. I have a very rare full day off. Usually on my Tuesdays, I have something I have to do. I don't have anything to do today. So I thought I would do like a chit chat, get ready with me / testing out this new Jane Iredale foundation I got from Influenster. I got a snack. This apple is kind of wrinkly, but I'm eating it anyway. That's fine. Anyway, I just thought I would do my base with you, and then I'm gonna do a more fun look on top of it, but I'm working out really bad right now. I picked my face yesterday because I'm a garbage person, so it's pretty cool. Need some moisturizer. I've been using this Pink Beauty Hemp and Apricot Shimmering Face and Body Cream. It's all organic. The smell of it is very natural. This is very thick as well, so I don't use a whole lot of it, you know? I also got some oil, some face oil at TJ Maxx. This is, how do you say this? Boscia or Basha? I really don't know. Don't really care that much. Not enough to Google it. I've really been liking using this, especially in the winter. I just put a few drops in my hand and kind of like warm it up. It smells really good. Just kind of put it on. Tap it in. My eyebrow's like, hello. So I've gotten a few things from Influencer to test. I got like one Vox box, and then I got the Becca, the cold feeling powder. Didn't really care for that. And then I just recently got the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation and concealer, and I love that. So here is the next thing. They give me 2 shades here. I chose the shade I thought I was, and they send you a shade that's 1 shade lighter. So I got these 2. This one is M6 and M5. I think this one is closer to my undertone. It's a little more yellow, which I am. So I'm going to give it a shake and a pump. Nice glass bottle. Come on, come on. Oh. Okay. Oh, she's thick. This is a way thicker foundation than I'm used to. Like, okay. This might be too light. Let's try the other one. Maybe it will oxidize, I don't know. So this one's the darker shade. I think they can both work. I'm gonna go with my gut and just use the lighter one. Okay, so I just took it off. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the lighter one just because I think that one is closer. I'm usually really good at matching myself, but doesn't that look really light? I don't know. It's really hard to pick a shade from online. You know? So this foundation, get the leaflet. Whoops. It's supposed to be, it's called Beyond Matte Liquid Foundation, Clean, Skin Loving Stay Put Coverage. So it's supposed to be good for your skin. It has peptides that minimize the, I don't know what that is, but minimize the appearance of shine and promote a smooth, semi-matte, photo-ready finish. Xylogel is a proprietary blend of tamarind seed and plant-based hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is one of those things that when it's in something, I'm like, wow, I should get it. But I really haven't done research to know like what it does or if it's really that great. I know it's hydrating, so sure. This is cruelty-free, vegan, no phthalates, no parabens, no mineral oil, no synthetic fragrances, no talc, no synthetic preservatives, non-GMO, no nanoparticles. I don't know what that is either, but that just sounds great, doesn't it? It says they have 18 self-adjusting shades. And I don't know what that means. Self-adjusting. 18 buildable shades that self-adjust to match individual skin tones. They think they're really gonna, everything I've seen that says it does that, does not. Like there was that one foundation that you could just like, it came out white or clear and then you just rubbed it on and it was like magically your shade. And everyone I saw that tested that, it wasn't real. So anyway, I hear this is kind of like a more high-end brand. It's made in the USA. All right, so they sent me a brush too. This is the Jane Iredale Blending and Contouring Brush. It's nice and soft, but for putting on a foundation, especially a fuller coverage foundation, this brush seems a little too, like it's not dense enough. Like I usually get a pretty dense one to buff it on, but maybe that's just me and I'm stupid, I don't know. Well, let's try one half of my face with, gotta move my snack. One half of my face I'll try with a sponge and one half I'll try with this brush and we'll just see. Whoever gets this half of my face is not really gonna have a fair shot considering I'm so broken out, but I'm try anyway. P.S. got this shirt at Salvation Army in a grab bag. It was like fill a bag up for $4 or something. And now I own it. So here we go, Jane Iredale Beyond Matte Like a Foundation. I'm just gonna, we'll go with the brush with this side because I feel like the sponge will have better luck over my pimples. I'm just gonna kind of, to me how thick this is, it should theoretically have very good coverage, right? No primer because I feel like a good foundation shouldn't really need a primer. And a lot of primers I think just make foundation look worse. Okay, it's a little pale I think, but it's winter so I'm probably gonna get more pale anyway. That's fine. I hate putting foundation on with this brush. I really, really hate it. Did I even do anything? Just get another little pump and I'm just gonna kind of dot it on. Okay. I'm a little bit pale, but maybe it will self-adjust to match my skin tone. You think? Think that's real? I have my doubts. I don't think science is really capable of that yet. Okay, actually, this is like blending it fine. I'm just like not used to, this brush is like a, what I'd use to blend a contour maybe. I think this fluffier brush gives a softer, more natural finish to the foundation than what I would want. But I think it looks nice. It says it's buildable, so theoretically I should be able to keep putting more on. Let's put some more on the spots where I have some, it's snowing, cute. Or I have some blemishes. I need something to wipe my hand on. Yeah, it's not wanting to really cover my pimple, but I think the color did adjust. Or it just oxidized and now it's dry. Am I losing it? But it was really, look how white it is when I put it on, then it has dried down to a different color. I'm weirded out. I would blend it down my neck, but I don't think I need to. Because I think the color is pretty good. I'm so weirded out right now. Okay, so it's so weird how light it went on and then it's dried. I don't know, I'm weirded out. Maybe it's because I buffed it in so it's not that much coverage, so maybe it just like looks like it matches. But I'm gonna try this side with a sponge. This is my, it's funny, this is apparently a bougie brand with a cheap ass sponge from Shop Miss A, but That's who I am as a person. Okay. Right away, this sponge is providing the coverage that I want and need from this kind of foundation. I mean, I have days where I just wear BB cream or whatever, but if I'm gonna wear like a matte foundation, it needs to be full coverage. Otherwise, I'm just looking dry and I still have my pimples, so right away, see how light this is the same foundation. Look how light this side is. My cats are screaming and fighting each other right now. Rude. One of my cats is really fat and tries to play with my normal size cat, but I think he's just a bully, you know? Okay. So it's drying. I really like the finish on it. I wouldn't call it semi-matte. It still feels very creamy and like, I don't know if you can see the oily stuff on my finger. Maybe that's because I put oil on before I put the foundation on, but I let it dry for a while, you know. I will say that it's not really covering up my pimples at all. I've used like 4 pumps of this now. Cover up my pimples, please. I don't want you to see them. I feel like I've used quite a bit of this product now, and I'm not really getting the coverage that I need. I mean, I get it, it's skincare makeup, so maybe if I had better skin, this would look a little bit better on me. I don't think it's meant to be that full coverage because it says like skincare, clean, selfie ready, semi-matte finish, lightweight feel, primes, conceals, evens out complexion. I don't think it conceals because I mean, I put like what, 2 or 3 coats over my pimples and they're still, like obviously the bump cannot be covered, but you can see the redness through still, so I don't know. I think I would really like this though for days that I don't want to wear like a full face of makeup. If I just wanted to have like something on my skin to make me a little more evened out, and then like cream blush and brows, that's like my go-to if I don't really feel like doing everything. This is a really strange product because the color of it does change, which freaking weirds me out. But I think it's more of a BB cream than a foundation, if that makes sense. This side, I will say this side of my face looks really dewy and really natural, but all the pimples are here really distracting me, so it's not really the foundation's fault, but it's supposed to conceal and it's not, so that's the foundation's fault. That was like 6 or 7 pumps for my full face, but I think if I was to use it as like a BB cream, I could use 1 or 2 and just like do a more sheer. I was trying to build it up, which I don't think it really can be, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna put some concealer on my pimple areas. I'm definitely gonna reach for my Shape Tape because y'all know it has that coverage that we want. Let's see, anywhere else that I really need this. I really don't want to put it everywhere. Just in the spots I need it. Yeah, I picked my face. I've been getting these breakouts that kind of like aren't even like a pimple. It's like an under the skin. What do you call that kind of pimple? But it's like under the skin, and if I squeeze it, this is gross, sorry, people probably don't really want that, but if I squeeze it, a lot of stuff comes out. So like now that I know I can squeeze them, I just keep squeezing them, and I've had like a spot right here, like it's not on this cheek, it's only on this cheek, of like a little patch of bad skin that keeps breaking out. I've left it alone for like a week before, and I just exfoliated and done things normal, and then they're still there. I can still see them under the skin, and then I end up squeezing them. So I don't know. I don't drink enough water, so I feel like before I do anything really drastic, I should probably just drink a lot of water and see if that helps. I forgot I lit this wood wick candle over here, and I'm like, what's that noise? I just watched the series on, I think it was on Netflix, I forget what it's called because my husband put it on, but it's like people telling like true scary stories that happened to them. And they're like telling them to their family and stuff, and like they like have a reenactment going on as well. And after I watched that, I already have anxiety as it is, but I have been like freaked out lately. I don't know why. We've lived in this house for, God, over 3 years now, and nothing weird has ever happened here. So like I feel like if it was gonna be a haunted house, it would be by now. But my niece freaked me the heck out yesterday because I was trying to put her on for a nap, and I was like so tired, I was half asleep. And she's like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "What?" She's like trying to like get out, taking a nap, you know. She goes, "I heard a voice." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I heard a boy talking." And I'm just like, okay, nap time's over. We're gonna go to the store. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sure she just heard like there's people outside. We have neighbors really close. So I'm sure she actually just probably did hear somebody, and I was like asleep, so I wasn't paying attention, but freaked me out. And now I'm like, also, I'm pretty sure we have like a squirrel or some kind of a creature in the wall because I can hear it scampering about sometimes. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. camo concealer, by the way. The shades I got are really too light for me, but I just keep using them because they're almost gone by now. Like, hello, white out. Anyway, yeah, there is an animal on the wall because my cats will sit there and stare at the wall, and then I can like hear it scampering around sometimes. And I don't really know what to do about that. Our house is really old and like has a lot of problems anyway, so it's like, whatever, if they want to live in the wall, I guess they can. Hopefully they're not like eating my like electrical cords or something, but I don't know if they are. But yesterday I was about to do my makeup, or no, this was like a few days ago now. I sat down to do my makeup and I heard like this. Like there was something like in the wall like trying to get me, and I was like, okay, time to leave. Then I left for work early and I ended up going in the ditch on the way to work. So there. Look how much better that looks. I love this concealer. I know some people don't like it, but it is thick like paint. It does need to be set. Over top of this foundation, it's not drying as fast as it usually does. Oh, I forgot. My powder I usually set with and bake with is gone because I accidentally had my Maybelline Fit Me powder open, and then I had a loose highlighter from Wet n Wild open, and I accidentally poured the loose highlighter into the lid of the Maybelline, and I couldn't get it all out, and I was too afraid I was gonna end up with shimmer in my powder. It was almost gone, so I just threw it away. But it was so annoying because that's the one I used to bake this concealer with. Okay. With the combination of using that oil before this foundation, I think it might have made it too hydrating. But if you have dry skin, maybe that would be good for you. But my skin is definitely a combination. And I get really oily right here. When I wake up in the morning, my whole face was just oily. I guess I'll just use this Milk Blur and Set, which I really still love, but I haven't used it in forever. All my freaking brushes are dirty. Don't look at my ugly outfit. So I put them in here so I can remember to wash them. And I haven't done it yet. And I got this little tapered brush. I'm just gonna, instead of baking, I'll just set it with this. Okay. So I recently learned that like baking was totally like appropriated from drag culture because I started watching RuPaul's Drag Race, but they called it cooking. I'm pretty sure that's like where it originated, was from drag culture. It's okay. Everybody steals from everybody else, but it'd be nice to give credit where credit's due. So, I mean, you guys can see. Let me know what you think of this foundation. I think it's like, I think I should have tried it without the oil because the finish on it is really, oh, it's like my forehead's like shiny. It's like dewy. I thought it said matte. Didn't it say matte? Beyond matte. I thought matte is gonna be like really, really matte when I heard the name, but I guess they mean like it's matte but but not matte. I don't fucking know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I like that it looks natural. Like you can't see, like it's not like chunking up on my face or anything. It looks really dewy. I don't think it's a matte finish at all. I don't really know why they called it that. But what do I know? Anyway, I'm just gonna get a big brush and dust my whole face. I used to do this when I did that, but I realized that can like disturb the foundation. So now I just kind of just have to like tap it on. This is probably gonna change the finish of this foundation quite a bit since it was so dewy, natural, luminous-y, and now it's gonna be more matte. See, look, my pimples are still not covered up. I really like the setting powder. It has a lot, and I've used it a lot. It's still half full, so that's pretty good. Oops. Put some blush on. My favorite blush that I've been using since I learned about it is this Milani Baked Blush, and this is the shade Luminoso. It's like a peachy, shimmery. It has like some golden kind of like highlights in it. I don't recommend really using it with highlighter. I mean, I do if I'm feeling extra, but I think it looks really, really pretty by itself. And this was on a list for a dupe for the NARS Orgasm Blush. And that's why I bought it. And then I finally did get some of the NARS Orgasm Blush, and I like this better. I think it has more pigment and a little less of the gold shimmer. So it's obviously a lot of blush. I kind of like a lot of blush, but I'm gonna blend it out. So don't come for me. Kind of go over with my same powder brush. So these products are laying over this foundation just fine. You know, sometimes if I have like a dewy foundation, I can only use like liquid blush and highlighter with it. That's what I usually do. I think this foundation would actually be really good for that, like for an everyday, like really light coverage look with liquid products. But all right, I'm blushed. Put some bronzer on. I had this brush. I got an Ipsy like 3 years ago. I think it's a Firma 102, and I've been using it for bronzer ever since. Why is there a bunch of sparkles in here? Anyway, I like to just really lightly go on my forehead, into your hairline. Yeah, I think that if I hadn't used any setting powder, that I would have had a really hard time putting these powder products over top of this foundation because of how hydrating it is. So for winter, I get why they put this in the Vox box for winter, because people's skin is dry in the winter. So I get it. I'm just gonna lightly contour with some bronzer. Right over top of a gross pimple I have. I think I'm gonna have to go outside in this, like when I'm done, and see what it actually looks like. Because sometimes this light makes you look way better than what you actually look like. And it's really deceiving. And I think that's why a lot of people who do makeup, like on YouTube and stuff, people think that they're really good at it, and sometimes they're not. They just have really good ring lights. I do like to take a big brush like this and just, I kind of like flatten it with my fingers and just contour my nose with some bronzer real quick. I take my powder brush and just kind of soften it. It's better than nothing. I mean, I have a pretty big nose, so I can handle quite a bit of product on my nose. Holy shit, this has been going for like a half an hour. I need to hurry up. Anyway, so I'm gonna put some eyebrows on and we'll be right back to discuss my final thoughts of this foundation. All right, so I did my eyebrows real quick. I use this NARS Brow Defining Cream. They're really bold, and I just like them like that lately. I like the front's kind of feathery and soft, but I like the rest of them like sharp and dark. Just what I like. So I'm gonna go outside into the natural light and just see how stupid I look, I guess, because in this light I feel like my skin's looking pretty good. I just feel like that's probably not reality. So let's go see. All right, I'm at my front yard. Definitely not, see, like it's just not full coverage. It looks fine. But yeah, my skin looks a lot crappier, but let's go back into the light where everything was better. Okay, so yes, yeah, I like this better. Oh, hi. Basically, this foundation is not what I expected it to be. I didn't do a lot of research on what it was before I started putting it on my face, but I think for winter, it'll be a nice hydrating skincare type product for those like low makeup or no makeup days, you know? I think if you want to use powders over it, you're gonna have to set it pretty nicely. The shade did do that self-adjusting thing, which I'm kind of surprised about. I did not expect that to be a real thing. Yeah. I mean, I got it for free, so what do you want me to say? It's free. I mean, yeah, I'll use it, you know, but I guess when I hear matte, I immediately think full coverage, and I just don't think this was in the same category as any matte foundation I've ever used in my life. So, yeah. Overall, not what I expected, but I think I like it. I just, obviously it's not gonna cover up pimples or anything like that. And I think when it says concealing, it makes me think it's gonna cover up your blemishes, and it doesn't do that. I think this like self-adjusting thing, it literally is just oxidizing. Cause I feel like that can't really be a real thing, like how it actually like fades in to match your skin. Like I don't believe in that. It's like witchcraft. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I've never done a video like this before. Maybe I won't even upload it. I don't know. But like a chit chat, review-y, get ready kind of video. Let me know if you care for it or if you don't. I don't really care what you think. Let me know if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can keep that to yourself. I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Isn't that a song? And I hope you all have a great day. It's Tuesday, so that's like nothing for you, but that's like my Saturday, so it's gonna be a great day. Okay, bye. See you later, alligator.